Things are really beginning to change for the likes of Davido, Amanda, and Sophia MOMODU. Of course, Davido actually has baby mamas all around, the likes of Larissa, Amanda, Sophia, and the ones that we have not even seen, the ones that they have not even talked about. But that is different from why exactly we're here. You see, the problem that Davido has encountered in his life is for a fact that he has been through all of this. He has gone through so many pains, so many things, and he's still at the top of everything. He's still at the top of his game, despite whatever has been happening, despite the fact that everybody has been in that kind of position that he's in right now. Despite all of those facts, for a fact that Davido has been where he is, it is to show you the kind of resilience, it is to show you the kind of love, the kind of hunger that he has put in just so that he could get everybody settled, everybody okay. And he has played that his part so well that people are beginning to imagine, are you sure he's the only one taking care of them? Or the situation is quite different. But for Davido, he knows what he has done. He knows for a fact that even though things are not going well the way he wants it to be, everybody should be happy. Every single person should be happy. There should be no problems. There should be no complications. There should be nothing at all. And that is what he has put into action. That is what he himself has swing into action, because he knows that if at all he is willing to do anything to save himself and save Chioma, save everybody around his family, he needs to make sure that whatsoever he's planning, it doesn't affect him at all. Whatsoever he has in mind doesn't affect him at all. Because honestly, for Davido to be even in this position that he's in, is to show you the kind of life that he has already lived. It is to show you the kind of things that he has done, just so that he can get to where exactly he is now, just so that he can get to a position whereas he can be really appreciative about it. And that is what exactly he has done. That is what exactly Davido has done right from the beginning up until this point, because he knows for a fact that if at all he is willing to leave all of these people so he could focus on Chioma, focus on his life, then his other children, what are they going to be of him? What exactly are they going to be of him? The truth is that even if Davido wants anything at all, he needs to make sure that his own family outside too are settled. Forget the fact that Chioma are having children with him. Forget the fact that Chioma are having children with him. He needs to make sure that his children also outside, the likes of Imade, the likes of Hailey, and the rest, they need to be as fine as they can. But one thing is the problem. The problem is that for Davido to do all of that, he needs to make sure that he has his eyes focused on somebody. He has his eyes and everything focused on one thing, because if at all he is neglecting what he needs to do, then that might be a problem that he cannot even handle. That might be a problem that he cannot even go through. He cannot even pass through, because honestly, for Davido to do everything he can, for him to put in as much effort as he has done, for him to do what exactly is needed by him and still end up in the same position where as he is now, still he ends up in the same place that it is to show you that he has already made moves just so that his family can be happy. But now everybody has his own favorite, everybody has his own time, everybody has what they want to do regarding their own family. And for Davido, it is quite simple, because he doesn't want anything at all to come in between him and his daughters or his children at all, because honestly, he loves them so much. He really, really loves them so much. But now, when things start changing, at least you have to adapt to change as well. Yes, that is the law of nature. If it start changing, you either adapt to it or fight to it. That is another thing. But now, Davido is not the type that continues to do one thing over and over again. He needs to see what exactly he needs to do. He needs to make sure that all of these things that he's planning, all of these things that he had, they are all correct before he indulges in it, before he goes into it. Because honestly, it can be so life changing for Davido. It can be really life changing for Davido. So whatever plans he's about to make, he should make sure that everything is fine first before he takes into action. Before he takes that into action. But now, for Sophia MOMODU, every little thing has begun to crumble. Every single thing around her has begun to crumble because honestly, she felt like as if all the things that she needed from the beginning was right in front of her. That is what exactly she felt. But when she saw what was happening, when she saw the kind of things that has really went wrong between her and also between her own family and Imade and Davido, she has seen that there is no way she can literally turn the circle again. There is no way she can turn the table for it to favor her because now Davido is putting more time and more energy in trying to make sure Hailey doesn't go the same way that Imade went. And honestly, it is going to be something that is really hard for Davido. Something that is really, really, really hard for Davido. Truth be told, for him to even be where he is now, for him to be facing all of those calls, all of those distresses, all of those things that he's doing, and yet he's still getting what he's getting. Yet he's still making sure that everyone is right and okay. That is to show you what Davido is willing to do. That is to show you the kind of things that Davido is actually planning for himself, actually planning for his life. So of course, it's going to be something that he would not want. Of course, it is meant to be something that he has already put into full conclusion before making a huge decision about his life, before making that sort of decision. So obviously, it is something that he has already said. He has seen that for the likes of Sophia MOMODU, she's always protecting Imade, like as if Davido wants to go ahead and completely take Imade, and Sophia MOMODU won't be able to see her again. But that case is completely different. That case is completely different. And you see Amanda. Amanda is actually a free living person. She doesn't like trouble. She doesn't like anything interfering in her life. She doesn't like anybody going through the similar stress that she has gone through. That is why she's completely making it very, very easy for Davido to handle. She's making it very, very easy for Davido to handle. And that is what she has done. That is the reason that Davido has seen and said, yes, instead of me to lose almost everything I have, let me just make sure that someone around me is okay. Someone around me is as good as the person is. Someone around me is happy that I'm doing all of these things. And that is the goal. That is exactly the goal. And for Davido, making sure that he is with Hailey at this moment. Sophia MOMODU should not be angry. She should not think about it too much because honestly, this is not the path she should go in. This is not the path that she should be willing to go through because she had already neglected Davido, neglected his family, made him marry to suffer, and now she wants redemption. Now she wants what is good for herself. And honestly, if she can really find that, that is going to be good for her. But right now, as it seems, there is no two way about it. It is either she goes the right way or she goes the wrong way. But either way, Davido has finally won the battle he is really facing. Okay, guys, don't forget drop your comments at the comment section till we come your way again. Goodbye and peace out.